President Uhuru Kenyata will tomorrow for the third time deliver a State of the Nation address from the National Assembly chambers in line with the separation of powers enshrined in the Constitution. Other than updating the august House on the government's progress in the development and socio-economic agenda, Kenyata is expected to seek the legislature's support on the 2014-2015 budget, as well as the pending legislations, including those that have a constitutional deadline of August 27th this year. Such bills require the support of at least 233 lawmakers to be passed.
It reviews a full year. It doesn't look at the last 2 or 3 weeks. It takes the year in context. The things that you consider important in the last year, the President will address them.
But the fight against corruption remains the Jubilee administration's main headache, amid perception that the President and his deputy had failed to decisively deal with the perpetrators of graft from within the executive. Kenyata is expected to outline the specific measures that his administration has put in place to ensure that public resources are not looted. Though the President and his deputy have time and again publicly read the riot act on public and state officers suspected to be engaging in graft, the opposition has dismissed the warnings as mere hot air.
Mambo ya ufisadi imefika hali ya mahututi katika taifa letu. Manake leo hii ukiangalia kila mahali imeoza, kila mahali inanuka. Ukiwa pande serikali ufisadi.
Instead of pretending to point fingers at others, they should work with us to make sure that we eliminate corruption in the executive, in the legislature, in the judiciary, and in every part of our public life as Kenyans, instead of pointing fingers at others.
How are you?
The government is also set to fill all the vacancies in parastatal boards using guidelines set out in a new code of governance generated by the Presidential Task Force on Parastatals Reforms. To address the challenge of bloated parastatal boards, the guidelines require that boards will comprise between 7 and 9 members, 3 of whom must be independent. Board members will serve for a renewable term of 3 years.
Earlier this month, the President issued Executive Order number 6, which strengthens protection for ethical leadership. Mwongozo provides a framework under which Executive Order number 6 will be implemented in state corporations.
The appointment criteria, dubbed Mwongozo, is also meant to enhance efficiency in the management of state corporations and to avoid conflict of interest where board members bid for tenders in the corporations they are serving in. Francis Gachuri, Citizen Business Center.